Well, right now we are in the middle of National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week, and joining us now is Officer Tom Daubs with the Marion Police Department. Officer Daubs, thanks so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me on a great topic, Charles.
Oh, yes, no, a great topic, and it was a perfect segue from when you were here last time talking about what to do when calling 911. But now today we're talking about the 911 operators themselves. So the voice on the other side of the emergencies that no one really ever sees. So what do they do exactly?
Well, first and foremost, here locally, we've got some of the best in the business, whether it's Cedar Rapids, Linn County Sheriff's Office, or my personal favorite, the Marion Police Department communication operators. And they have a very unique job. What do? They answer the phone call, whether it's the community calling, and then they need to be a resident expert on everything. If somebody has a civil question, or if they have a question about their neighbor's leaves blowing into their yard, or if their neighbor's car's been parked on the street for 48 hours. Just the things they deal with that we as cops never even know about, because 90% of the time they handle that stuff. Nope, this is who you need to contact or whatnot. Or if it's an emergency, then police, fire, ambulance are on the way.
And it seems like it's a job that is a lot to balance. You're talking a lot. So a lot of things to balance too. So how can someone get a job working as one?
For our police department, first there's an online application. Then there's a written test you have to fill out. Depending on if you score on that, if you pass, then there's background interviews. It takes about 2 months, and then you have 12 to 16 weeks of training, and then a 40-hour class at the academy, just to learn to be that dispatcher, that voice, like you said, behind the scenes, the one that's going to calm you down or get the right help you needed. It's just, and plus you're in an area about the size of the studio, whereas a police officer, you have 15, 20, 300 square miles.
Absolutely.
But they are kind of there waiting for that phone to ring, and they don't know what's going to be on the other end of that line.
No, absolutely. And so, I feel like this goes without saying, but why are they so important?
They are the lifeline. Again, whether someone is choking, they can talk them how to do the abdominal thrust or whatever the case might be, or if they need a fire department because their neighbor's house is on fire, they're that person that's going to answer the phone, and sadly, they don't always know how it turns out. They're kind of that middle ground. All right, help is on the way, or stay on the line, I'm going to need some more information. And then the first responders arrive, they hang up, and then they're like, well, I hope everything turns out okay. So that kind of, you're on the go, and then 0 to 90 miles an hour, and then it's like, well, I hope everything's okay. So just that kind of emotional roller coaster they go through, probably on a daily shift or a daily basis.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And so what are some of the other challenges that they face?
Trying to be that person that's going to calm the caller, and then to deal appropriately, what resources are available, what resources do they need, and then having to compartmentalize that, because if it's something like an infant choking, they're trying to help that parent or that grandparent with steps needed to do to resuscitate that person, and then just at the end of their shift, oh, wow. Just how do you walk away from something like that?
Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah. And we appreciate, all of them for the hard work that they do. And Officer Daubs, we appreciate you being here to talk about this today.
Thank you, Charles.
Yeah.